Okay, so where does that put Team 2K TV's record for the season?
I knew you were going to ask this, but after looking back, we have about a 70% win percentage, which I think is pretty good considering we mixed it up with Team 2K TV and community members throughout the year. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too. You guys did do much better, but I'm going to knock it down to 50-50.
Why?
Because of the streak breaker games. You cannot forget those games.
Those don't count.
They count. They count.
They do not count. Do not roll the clip.
Streak breaker, scene 1, take 2. Scene 1, take 3.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. It's Friday night. And now Golden State's starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. The closer is out there with Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingen. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up, giving everyone a fair chance is key. And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Klingen. Porzingis with the block. Here's the closer. For three. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday. Coming off a 10-point game in his last outing. And we were talking about Tim in the front office. The players are pleased with their internal development.
Well, the pieces fit. They're not just young players looking to score, but you have guys who are willing to defend and make hustle plays. That's how you build a winning culture.
You know, word you hear a lot around Drew Holiday is underrated. Enough really doesn't get said about his abilities on the floor, how he can affect the game on both ends.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. That one doesn't go. Great tee that time from Green.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first four shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Holiday surveying the floor. Shot to stop the run. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
He rifled that one in from distance. 15 points for the closer.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The closer really making a difference here.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Who's looking for some new swag?
A different look now for Portland. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Klingen. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. Al Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Curry. Now here's Lillard. Back to Grant. Here's Sharp. Oh, good on the triple.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Takes a three. Again from deep. The three-pointer good from the closer. The closer's got 18 points in the game.
defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time. Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Wasted no time on that one.
Taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
1:06 left in the first quarter. A closer, that's good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Trailblazers trailed by 19. Here's Sharp. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from the closer. Lets the three fly. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 24 points for the closer.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's the closer, and another three for Golden State.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And the Trailblazers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Nobody near Lillard. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Lillard's got 6.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
It's not going to go for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here.
Trailblazers.
Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go in. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Damian Lillard out there with Scoot Henderson. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Klingon. That's a 2 from Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's the closer. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes. And
Oh, man!
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, Greg, you've had a long and so it's the Golden State Warriors way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at the closer in this game, guys. He's been everywhere. And again for three.
3 points.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Offensive rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg, he's now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Here's Kamare. It's picked off. Fast break, here we go. And that one, good. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Holiday against Curry. Looking to end the run. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Holiday. Hands it from short range. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Golden State.
The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. The three-pointer, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside Holiday. Five to shoot. Fires for three. And it's Sharp missing.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's the closer. Good! Another from three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage. Greg on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
Well, he has been locked in from deep all night. What a memorable game for him and for us.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for Jamani Kamara. Grant comes in for Avdia. Henderson's checked in for Shaedon Sharp. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That one drops for him.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And the foul.
Number 11.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. Grant down low. Defended by Moody. They get it back. A nice shot by Klingon.
Great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
And the Warriors, another three.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Sinks the triple. Henderson's got 5 points so far.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Now Lillard.
Golden State foul.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
2 shots.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they rolled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports.
I'm the one they wanna clap for. I'm on Saturn with it, my better with it. Hustle, baby, green, I get his cattle living. Blogs, cattle different, shade room, be snapping shots. All you see is a big green, cause of my cash deposit. I just blew New York, you know me, just a cop.
Coming up next, welcome fans to 2K Sports and the Clippers starting 5. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in at the 5. And for the Warriors, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. The closer is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
Oh, Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Jackson. Collins with it. Last game out, he had 14. Here's Mathurin. The rebound by the closer. First quarter, just over a minute played. Launches it. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to Mathurin. Warriors with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Here's the closer, following the basket by Draymond Green. The closer, that's good.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, it seems like the entire Western Conference looked to bolster their front courts last offseason, and the Clippers were no different. Between trading for John Collins, signing Brook Lopez, they have substantially fortified their front line with size and skill.
A veteran-heavy roster. Thank you for the update, Shams. Offensive rebound. Garland. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
There's the closer and the Warriors. Another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Green.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Moses Moody.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. The closer really making a difference here.
Take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Some changes for Golden State. De'Ant. Warriors leading by 13. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. The closer is out there with Podziemski. And it's Porzingis in at the center.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Leonard kicks to Garland. Buries the long-range jumper.
Garland striking back at the arc, putting his competitiveness on display.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
The closer, that's good.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
And the foul on the closer. That is his first foul of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. To the middle. There's Garland. That fall. Nice feed that time from Leonard. That's now 8 points for Darius Garland.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Mathurin with the ball, guarded by Kerr. Kicks it out to Garland. Outside Leonard. The 3. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Butler on the wing. Pass to the closer. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Garland, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Traps in the tray.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Butler against Leonard. Great D that time from Green.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Garland.
2 minutes.
Outside Collins. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Warriors.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Garland, the pass to Mathurin to stop the run. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ
Los Angeles
superstar. That's what the Warriors are all about, and his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. Moody subbed in for Jimmy Butler. A shot by the closer, no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Assisted by Steph.
The closer's got 42 in the game. Clippers trail by 18. Outdone. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And Dunn is just stunning, dribbling the ball. So many moves and amazingly quick to boot.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Some changes for Golden State. Santos is checked in, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for the closer. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Beal's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors.
Warriors dancers! Get out of here, fans! Your youth dance squad!
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 16-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket.
So it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at the closer in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Mathurin missing. Warriors leading by 17. Here's the closer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Hands on Benedict Mathurin. The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
There's the closer. Drills the three-pointer. The closer's got 47 points.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Here's Mathurin, and he jams it with authority.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin gets him to the rim in a blink.
Pass to the closer from past the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 20. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Butler. Here's the closer. He's guarded by Collins. Jacks up a three. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power. To hammer it home.
LA's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Back to Leonard. Over Butler. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's what he gives you. A big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. Different look here for the Warriors.
Substitution on the court.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Garland with the bucket.
Oh, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Warriors leading by 19 points. From the arc. A shot by the closer, no good. Outside Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And that's the thing about Garland. He can wiggle in there and create chaos.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard. Connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now Greg alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Los Angeles with another miss. Warriors leading by 22. Kept alive. The closer misses the baby hook. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Shot by Collins, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Garland finds Mathurin. And they get it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Al.
Welcome to the season finale of NBA 2K TV. I cannot believe we are here at the end of the year.
I know, and as per our recent tradition, we are throwing a 2K TV wrap party.
I love this. This is the best time of the year because we play with and against community members in a myriad of modes across NBA 2K26.
And they give you tips on how to get those W's all summer long.
That's right, and there's some great knowledge in there, so make sure to listen up.
Okay, I think we should start in Pro-Am, and
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to the starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's the closer in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, at the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Rollins in at the shooting guard position. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team, Grant.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point.
Now here's Kuzma. Pass to Rollins. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's the closer. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. To the middle. Butler with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. That's good from Curry on the assist by Butler.
The only time Curry gets a little breathing room is on the break, and he's loving that one.
Here's Porter. That shot, no good. Curry with some nice D. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's the closer. From downtown, drops in the 3. The closer's got 6 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
You know, Clark, last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was in many ways unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others. You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo has gotten a second bucket on the night.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick and roll situations, clearly. He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Milwaukee making some changes. Bobby Portis has checked in for Turner. Jang comes in for Kuzma. And Prince is subbed in for Rollins. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Draymond Green.
Oh, a nice job there.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. They trail by 1. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's Trent. No made baskets yet. Here's Rollins. Trent outside. There's the 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. The Warriors lead by 3. Right wing. Here's the closer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. The closer's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The three ball. Another three for Golden State.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Kuzma, that's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The closer is good.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Rollins. Goes up at the stripe, and Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
The Warriors lead by 6. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer. The closer's got 28 points for the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Yep, that one goes. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
The closer. Another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Rollins, no good.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
Fades away. Again, the Warriors score.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Timeout call, Milwaukee.
And the loudest section gets a free t-shirt. Make some noise!
So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Turner. Jang comes in for Kuzma. Prince is checked in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. Now here's Porter. Last game, 20. So it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The Bucks trail by 9. On the floor for the Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's the closer in at the 2. And the Warriors shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you, Ryan.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title call.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 13. Pass to Porter for 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming on the free throw. The Bucks trail by 11. And here is Kuzma. Here's Porter. Horford covering. And there's Porter on the assist from Kuzma. Porter's got his second bucket on the night.
Porter Jr. won't be denied of that bucket. Fearless, even around the big bodies.
The closer is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
The Bucks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Driving to the basket. Oh, Giannis unstoppable on the drive.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
To the paint. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Timeout called, Milwaukee.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jang comes in for Kuzma, and Prince is subbed in for Rollins. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Green. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Now here's Porter. He's closely guarded. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Trent, he's checked in for Porter Jr. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in for Stephen Curry. Up top, Portis. 6 to shoot. Here's Prince. Off the left rim and out. The Warriors lead by 18. We've got 108 left. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. They get it again. Nice shot by Turner.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
Fires the 3, and again for 3.
And with that make, he stands alone with the 2nd most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes, and that was good.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player.
Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Pass to Portis. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's a costly error. Well, let's see how they bounce back.
But you know what? Their wounds are...
And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Turner. Kuzma comes in for Portis. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different
connects again from distance.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kevin Porter is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Jang in at power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break and play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
Boy, how about the performance so far from deep? He's been that good.
Sims, he's checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for... And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you later.